Computing technology is in constant state of innovation, always pushing beyond the limits its actual capability. But how was computing before computers? Only a creative genius, a visionary, could give us the answer. His name is Alan Turing.
Who was Alan Turing?
Alan Turing was born in London in 1912.
What did he do after university?
After Cambridge, he won the Smith and attained a doctorate at Princeton University. In that period, he publishing the piece of news in which the first time he described the Turing machines. During the Second World War, he worked as a cryptographer, providing a valuable aid in decoding German messages. I met him when I went to Cambridge with him in 1931. Since then, you could foresee he was on the most brilliant minds of the 20th century. He graduated in 1934 with honors.
What is Enigma?
An Enigma machine is any of a family of related electromechanical rotor cipher machine used for the encryption and decryption of secret messages. Enigma was invented by a German engineer at the end of World War.
What does Enigma do?
Like other rotor machines, the Enigma machine is a combination of mechanical and electrical subsystems. The mechanical subsystem consists of a keyboard, a set of rotating discs called rotors, and arranged adjacently along a spindle, and one of various stepping components to turn one or more of the rotors with each key press.
How and by who is used Enigma?
In use, the Enigma required a list of daily key settings as well as a number of auxiliary documents. The procedures for German naval Enigma were more elaborate and more secure than the producers used in the service. For a message to be correctly encrypted and decrypted, both sender and receiver had to set up their Enigma in the same way. The rotor selection and order, the starting position must be identical. Now I show you Enigma.
It works by generating an electric current when a letter key is pressed. A number of moving mechanical parts then scramble the path of the current, producing a different letter each time the key is pressed. The Enigma machine is about to become the German Army's most powerful code-making weapon in World War II. A weapon they're confident can keep their secret military codes secret.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today we will review about Turing machine. Turing machine was invented in 1936 to give answer to the decision problem proposed by Hilbert in his formalist foundation of mathematics. Now it's your turn. Tell me how Turing machine works.
Yeah, now I remember. The machine scans the tape one cell at a time, starting from the cell on which the head is. At each step, the machine reads a symbol on the tape and in accordance with its current internal state, then decides whether or not to move one position to the left or to the right.
Alright, today you got a pass mark, but you tell me the characteristic of Turing machine.
Turing deduces that a machine to calculate needs an address tape dividing the cell. Symbols are stored in each of them. A head that can read and write symbol on the head on the tape and move the tape left and right one. And a black box called fine control to memorize the current state.
Good! but don't give in. And now the last question for everybody. How did the Turing machine change the world?
Me. Every device that we know, from personal computer to smartphone and tablet, is based on the principles of Turing machine. This invention represents the abstract model that consents a machine to run algorithms with well-defined rules. Therefore, Turing gives the world a masterpiece, information technology.
Excellent, you have a good grade.
Let's think about technologies. A question comes spontaneously. Will future technology be able to recognize scent in the environment that surrounds us? Is there any available calculation system able to perceive the taste of food and mix them together to make them taste good? There are many sounds that our ear does not perceive, but thanks to these technologies, could we relate them with a series of data and predict uncommon things such as landslides?
Also, the engineers has made important steps forward in the field of artificial intelligence recently, creating a digital system capable of thinking in a manner similar to the way in which the human brains think. The scientific world is still divided into two parts: those who think that one day the machines will become more intelligent than human beings, and those who believe that this will never happen. Alan Turing had already asked this question: can machines think? What would happen if we could think?
Nowadays, technology is much improved compared to the past. It's easier to communicate. The messages you receive by email or by phone are now sent immediately. Participants in this social network are increasing more and more every day, and mobile phones are becoming more sophisticated. So now we have everything at our fingertips. Many innovations have revolutionized our way of living, our habits, or our way of communicating. Years ago, you had cramps in the elbows when wrote a letter, often wrong and having to start again from scratch. Today you type and send. Years ago, you were buzzing with friends. At the time of my childhood, this was the best social available. Now take a look at Messenger, Facebook, just a beep. Online you meet a friend for a coffee. Or more coolly, you can offer him a virtual one with unpleasant requests.
How do we imagine the world in the future? Simple. Tomorrow we'll not go anymore to the store to buy things. We will shop on the internet, seeing the item that we are buying in 3D. We'll have a size preview of the object and any seller will tell us what it is. Tomorrow cars will not be driven by people, but by computer with GPS. No more accidents, no deaths on the roads, the world will become safer. Cash will disappear and we will pay, maybe just with a glance. Although the engineering has made in recent years important steps forward in the field of artificial intelligence, creating digital systems capable of thinking like a human brain.
Are computers capable of thought? Well, given all the devices and computers today, we'll say yes. But that isn't true. One of the first people to introduce artificial intelligence to the world was Alan Turing. In 1947, he wrote a report named Intelligent Machinery, where he talks about intelligence and tries to give a definition. He worked at algorithms that are the base of computational intelligence today. He said that the machine can be classified intelligent when it gives responses to a question as a real human does. In the Intelligent Machinery report, Alan Turing gives his idea about how to determine if a machine can think or not. This test took name of Turing test. This test needs 3 persons. One is the judge, which is a human. The other two are one the machine and one a human person. The judge must ask the two persons, the machine and the human, a question, and they have to give a response. If the machine gives answer that the judge retains correct for many times, then we can say that that machine is able to think.
In January 1952, Turing started a relationship with a 90-year-old man, Arnold Murray, when homosexual acts were still illegal in the United Kingdom. A few days after meeting Murray, his house was burgled. When he reported the crime to the police, he acknowledged a sexual relationship with Murray. He felt no remorse or guilt for having committed that act of homosexuality. Turing was then arrested and given two possible choices: imprisonment or chemical castration. On 31st March 1952, he accepted the option of treatment via injection of stilboestrol. This treatment was carried on for 1 year and rendered Turing impotent.
On 8th June 1954, Turing's house cleaner found him dead. A post-mortem examination established that the cause of the death was cyanide poisoning. A half-eaten apple was found beside his bed, but it was not tested for cyanide. Many people think he committed suicide. His mother believed that the ingestion of the poison was accidental, caused by her son's careless storage of laboratory chemicals.
Two of his friends have suggested that Turing was reenacting a scene from the Snow White fairy tale, his favorite one. He have shown no sign of despondency prior to his death. In fact, he even set down a list of tasks he intended to complete upon return to his office.
About 20 years after, in Silicon Valley, California, a new computing company raised up, the Apple Computing Company, which logo represents a bitten apple. One of the theories is that the logo was chosen in memory of Alan Turing.
A brilliant mathematician, philosopher, code breaker, strange visionary. That's what the world lost that day. It's horrifying that he was treated so inhumanly.